trying again. We're doing cutting some shapes for my patchwork quilt, but I was really going to go gung-ho with it today, but realised that I've run out of my little polka dot fabric, so I'm just going to do one square, and then I'm going to have to order some more of this one with the little dots, because I haven't got enough to really go to town on it. So at least I can get one square done today. My pencil. My mum bought me this, bless her. I'm going to now get my sewing machine out, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Have the machine, my wonderful machine, out. There she is, my beautiful Singer. I think it's a 127. It was gifted to me, and I've been loving it. I was going to say hello. She come in the window, and normally she would get in the way, wouldn't you? But you came round in the end. You got your head in the way. Say hello to everybody. Hello, everyone. That's Kat. Her name's Jess. Right, when I've done, what's the time? Coming up 11:30. When I've done this square, this patch, I will show it you. So see you in a bit. As promised, I've finished the patchwork square that I'm making. So that one's all done, just needs to be pressed. But the little spotted fabric there I've run out of, which I've just ordered another metre. So I'm going to have to wait for that to come in before I can carry on with my quilt for the bedroom. These are the hydrangeas that I had to pull out the bed because they were really struggling. This one looks like it's doing okay. It's quite nice and green, but this one is, I think I'm about to lose it, but I'm soaking them, and fingers crossed they come back. I don't want to lose them. I love hydrangeas. I've forgotten what colour they are. This is the one I pulled a week ago, and look, this has come back beautiful, little ladybird. So yeah, that one looks okay. Following day now, and I've repotted up these 3 hydrangeas. I think 2 are definitely going to be. I mean, look at the fresh growth on that. How juicy is that? This one, I think's probably going to be okay. It's kind of bounced back, and this one I was really worried about. But if you look, if I can get in there, can I get in there? Look, in there, and then if I just turn it round, in there, I think we might be okay, but I'll keep you updated on how they progress, because yeah, it'd be sad to lose this one, because look how big it was, and then just gave up. But if they can go like this one with the juicy shiny leaves, I'll be happy bunny. I've had a seed delivery for hopefully some winter things to sow. So I've got 100 tricolour Johnny Viola, wild viola bedding, blah blah blah. So this is like a little viola, and this one is for winter flowering pansies, 150 seeds. Gonna plant these up and hopefully have a bit of winter colour. So I'll be doing that shortly. Watering my seeds that I've put in, that I thought I got footage from, sorry. I've got some other seeds here. These are my stock seeds that I put in ages ago, and some cuttings. I don't know how you pronounce this, but I got these cuttings going really well. They've rooted. These cuttings, they weren't in flower when I put them in, but they're in flower now. And my strawberry seeds, got some strawberries going on, wild strawberries. So yeah, a garden tour of our little garden, or big garden. Got some nice big shrubs, and then got some, this is kind of a rose garden. Got nice white, I think this one's called Diamond Dad. And then we've got one here that's only flowered once, that's called Hot Chocolate. This one, I'm not quite sure what this one's called. Has it got a label? No, but I think it's Tigers something or other. And then this one is called Precious Amber Rose. And then I've got Gladioli in there. Honeysuckle isn't doing very well. This is a Morning Glory. This is an original rose that was already in the garden when we moved in. But they go very tall, even though they're pruned back in the winter months. This is a climbing rose, which is on an obelisk that I made. I can't find the label on that either. But this is really pretty rose. And then we've got some more I grew from seed. Morning Glory here. This rose here, it's a yellow rose. It's called Grandma's Rose, and it's just something's happened because they're not meant to look like that. But I don't know what happened there. Then I've got Alison that I grew from seed this year. And these were cuttings of a chrysanthemum that I took, and then I've obviously got antirrhinums, not sure what this is called. Another original rose. Is this an original rose? I think that is an original rose. Then I've got antirrhinum, and then I've got feverfew, which I really love feverfew. Then we've got, this was a gift from my son. This is a Claire Austin white rose, climbing rose. Antirrhinum, another cutting from Chrysanth. This is an original rose. Now I have sprayed these. I think it's because they're old, but they've got black spot, but I'm not doing too bad. This is called, I've got two of these. This one's called, don't know how you would pronounce that. Yim Scarlet Tempest. That's actually been flowering profusely. It's kind of finished now. Then we got our Rebecca, which is my favourite. Then this, I've got a couple of cuttings. This that have done really well, I took from last year. I think it's called something nice, Sicilian Nightshade, I'm not sure. Another original rose. My sweet peas didn't do very well this year, so I'm going to collect seed off of them and try again next year. We've got a lovely pink rose, not quite sure what that one's called, it's lost its label. Another gladioli that isn't seemed to do anything, antirrhinums. This is an original rose, I think. Oh yeah. Then this one is beautiful. I need to deadhead that, but this smell, is amazing. And we've got Buddleia, because this area tends to flood, so the Buddleia does well. See, look how tall these go. These original roses. It's way up there, but yet it was clipped back. it was clipped back in the winter, so I don't know. Got Verbena. This is another. I love yellow roses. That smells divine. And this one as well, which my mum picked. This one, I call it Mum's Rose, but that's not its name, and I don't think I kept their labels either, which I should have done. Then we've got a massive hollyhock that hasn't flowered, but the leaves are ginormous. Evergreen tamarisk that's doing really well. There's another, this is a honeysuckle. This one picked up all of a sudden. This is the bed that had the hydrangeas in. They were in along the front. But it was just, I mean, even some of the other things are suffering in here. That's my Japanese maple there. Got some things going on in the front. Some California poppy and stuff. Then we've got our beautiful apple tree that loves to drop apples everywhere, and we rake them up, and they're not a very nice eating apple. Quite sharp and tart and dry. Good for cider, I suppose. Then we've got our little frog pond, which hasn't got any frogs in. But it's got some really beautiful plants. And then this is our new bed that was only put in this year. So we've got my rhubarb. Always wanted some rhubarb. Got some dahlias in here. You can sit on there. Oh, hello. Dahlias. Another dahlia there. There's going to sort of have dahlias and lupins and all. There's going to be a cottage bed. This one is Ecalera Tutti Frutti pomegranate. Very pretty. Another dahlia which is actually finished. That was in flower, but I deadheaded it. And then we've got, what have we got? I don't know. Astro Lilac. I don't pronounce these names. This is one of the ones that I had last year that I lifted. I do love a pom-pom dahlia. Chrysanthemum from a cutting. What's this one? I've got. We have got Salvia Ostrafriesland. Ostrafriesland. I can't pronounce these. And also we've got. Isn't doing too well. It's got a new leaf. But I don't know if you can see that in the sun. It's a Delphinium white. Then we've got this pretty one, which is oh dear, another name. Echinops vitro. It's got a bee. Can you focus on it? Got a little bee. Another I think this was one I lifted from last year. Dahlia. And another dahlia. Got other little things like lobelia that I grew and stuff. Then we've got Timeless Night. I know as London's Pride, but however you pronounce that, I don't know. This I know as Granny's Bonnet. This is Aquilegia, early bird purple blue. Very pretty. It's on its second flowering. I took a bit of the Rebecca from the other side and put this in, and that's doing really well. This was a raspberry plant that I got from a shop that was selling it off for 99p because it was dying. I got that with the blackberry. The blackberry didn't make it, but the raspberry did. And then we've got some massive hollyhock that only went in this year, so hopefully we'll flower next year. And then we have a big hedge going along. So yeah, a nice bright day today. And then I obviously have pot garden going on with the mini rose, and then this is one of the cuttings from that one over there, the big one over there. I'm just cutting my petunias that I grew, my geraniums that I grew, got cuttings, lots more cuttings of asters and chrysanthemums. This is comfrey. Yeah, so, and then I've got this that wasn't doing very well. I took it out of the ground and it loves it in a pot, so I'm going to keep it in a pot, but it's flowering. So that's my garden. Another one of my projects is my dolls renovation that I'm in the middle, and I thought I would start at the top. So I've done all the roof. I'll insert a picture of what it looked like when I bought it. But I've redone all the frontage because it was broken here and here. I've put brick the chimneys. I'm just doing the pots at the moment. But yeah, it's all going to be renovated, so you can follow along if you're interested. Also done, because the back was plain, and even though it faces the wall, I just wanted to make it look similar to the front. I've got some areas that I need to touch up, but I made all these bits for it so that it all looks nice even if it's at the back. So that's another project that I'm in the midst of doing. Right, the last thing that I like to do, and I know you're saying any more stuff to do. Lots of stuff. I like doing lots of stuff. I think many crafters would agree with me that when you have a creative mind that just needs crafting food, you tend to have more than one. And when I was going to do start doing videos, vlogging, I thought I've got to pick one, because then that would be my niche, and it really just stopped me from making videos because I have, say, the doll's house, the patchwork and the needle felting, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and the gardening and the growing the seeds, and there was just not, I couldn't just pick one because I do bits of everyone as the week goes on, and whichever I feel like doing, or I'll do a bit of patchwork, or I'll do a bit of doll's house, do a bit of needle felting. And then if it's a nice day, I'll go out in the garden, cut the grass and tend deadhead and stuff. And then obviously in the spring, it's all the seeds, putting all my seeds in and all that, working with that. So I couldn't just pick one because I love doing it all. Right, so this is my needle felting. Just talk on that. And I needle felt horses. This is the one I'm working on at the moment. It's got to have a towel, and obviously that's my other thing that I'm doing as well as everything else. I think, to be quite honest with you, these came first. I've been doing these the longest over everything else, over the dolls' houses but I've done many different crafts like knitting, crochet, bookbinding. I like painting. I've done some artwork. Yeah, I like to have a go at different things. But horses are my main love. Has been from a child. So I just like creating my own. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to, with the doll's house, create a stable for them, for the people who live in the doll's house and have horses. That's my needle felting. That's the last thing I'm doing at the moment. There might be the odd different thing dotted in here and there, say like the butterfly pictures that I want to do for this room. They will be added in, and I'll show you what I'm doing with those. So that's my craft week and gardening. I've enjoyed it immensely and I hope you have too. Please join me again. Till next time, take care, happy crafting, bye. Oh, didn't record again. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, that's my week wrapped up. Don't when we will get up to more shenanigans. That's me lot. What a disaster.